Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kalei, and today I'm doing a fun get ready with me video. I actually have an event I'm going to. I am using colors on my eyes. I'm using my 35O Morphe palette. It's the most sought out palette currently. I think it's still sold out. I got this during the last pre-sale, and I was lucky enough to actually get it. Yeah, let's get started with how I achieved this look. Let's go. I've already cleansed and moisturized my face, so I'm going to go in with a primer. If you guys don't know about this, you guys can check out my October favorites where I mention it. But this is just the Nivea Men Post-Shave Balm, and I'm just going to use this as a primer. So I'm going to cover up any darkness around my face, acne, discoloration, all of that stuff with this Pixie Undercover Crayon. For my face, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundations. I have the color Classic Tan and Caramel Beige, and I have to mix the two to get my proper shade. And it makes this color right here, which is a little more closer to my skin tone. And I'm just gonna go in and apply this all over the face and blend it in with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Medium 25, and this is a great drugstore concealer, I feel, and this is like a shade or two lighter than my natural skin color, but it doesn't make it look like it's super white and bright under the eyes, so when you take flash photos, you won't see it, and I feel like it gives me a nice brightening underneath the eye without it being too light or bright, so I'm just going to apply this all in the center of my face where I want to bring forth the light. I also like to take the concealer up in this area. I feel like it brightens my face a little bit more. I've been doing this lately, and I feel like it does make a difference. So I'm just going to take it there. I'm out of my Laura Mercier setting powder. I'm so sad about it, but Patrick Starr raves about the Airspun. He said it was like the Laura Mercier, but without the Laura Mercier price, so I've been using it for a little bit. So far, I think it does work good. I still prefer Laura Mercier, but this isn't a bad like alternative if you need something quick. I'm gonna let this sit on my face and cook, as they say, and I'm gonna get on with my eyes. Set my eye so that way it's not creasing, and this will be like a base for my shadows so that way they kind of blend a little easier. So I'm going to take a transition shade. So before I do anything, I like to take like a color that's sort of similar to my skin tone but can be amplified, I guess. So I'm going to pick up this color right here, and I'm using a Lancome blending brush, which I am loving. I'm just going to put this into the crease of my eyes right here. And as you can see, it's in the same like family as my skin tone, but it's more amplified. It has more red in it and orange in it, and I'm just going to blend this out. Next, I'm going to take this like brown mustard color, I guess, and I'm going to put this on a Sigma E38. It's a diffusing crease brush, and I'm going to lay this right on top of that transition shade that we just used. And now I'm going to take a Delium Tools 783 brush. It's like a pointed crease brush, and I'm going to go in with a brown reddish color, like reddish brown, and I'm going to pick up this one. We'll start with this one, and if I need to go darker, I'll go to this one right here. I'm going to take the other end of that Lancome blending brush. I'm going to pick up this color, and I'm going to mix it with this yellow color. I'm now going to take this orange color and I'm going to mix it with this orange, and I'm going to put this sort of in the crease, but it's going to help transition everything, and it's going to make the look a little bit warmer. I'm going to start on my eyebrows, and this is what helps frame the eye look. So I'm taking Hourglass Arch Brow in the color Ash because I want a more softer brow. Now, I hardly take concealer to kind of define my brows, but since this is a special event, I want them to be a little more bold than usual. So I'm just going to take that Fit Me concealer and I'm just going to lightly go under the brows. I'm not going to take it all the way in. I'm just going to stay in the arch. I'm going to take my Sunlight Trio, and this is collection 1, and I'm going to take that gold color to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use my Lancome art liner, and I really like this liner. I think I found my favorite felt tip liner now. So it's not so intense and dramatic, I'm going to use the eyeliner from Memebox. Then I'm going to take some of that orange shadow I've been using, and I'm just going to apply this right underneath, right there. And I'm going to use this mascara from Lancome. You guys, I've been loving Lancome. They recently sent me a bunch of products, and this was one of them, and I love this mascara. So I'm just going to coat upper and lower. To be using my Estetica contour kit, and with that same brush I'm just going to bronze up the face. I'm not going to contour today around my face. My nose I probably do a little bit, but I don't really feel like contouring, so I'm just going to add bronzer. I'm going to take this contour color to lightly contour my nose. I'm not doing everything crazy, so just really quick. I'm going to add a little bit of blush with the same brush I used to bronze up the face. This is Guava from City Color Cosmetics. To take a brush with that highlight color, I can't seem to find my e.l.f. brush that I love to use, which is scaring me because it's my favorite brush to use for adding glow, but this will have to do for now, and I'm just going to put this on the high points of my cheeks. Also with that, I'm an eyeliner product. I also have I'm lipstick, and this is a pretty color. This is in Jack Rose, so I'm gonna try this out and see if I like it. If not, I'll go to the usual nude. So that is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed my get ready with me video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for new videos weekly, and I'll see you guys next time. Love yous. Bye.